ABTYR. Always be training your replacement. There's probably a million different ways to say this, but it was, I don't know, I just like how it flows off the tongue, ABTYR. um, this came about again, it came out of the pandemic because I was like, how would I train my replacement? So I wanted to showcase some work around body work. That is and has been my specialty, my area of expertise, and I'm masterful at that work. Then something happened and I didn't want to do it anymore. Certainly not as my main way of making money. There's stories in that, and I'll share those stories because they're part of my wisdom that's developed within me. And that's how we lead. We lead by telling stories from our lives. But because I had dedicated so much time, effort, and energy to becoming masterful as a body worker, I wanted to create a series that could be beneficial to others because my work is unique. That's still on the docket because I'm doing this first. That's an interesting choice to make, right? And leading by example, you may choose to bring forward a certain type of work that's nobody even knows you for. And that's great because those are the hidden jewels and the gems of you that we want to bring forth. That the surprising facts that nobody knows about what you've been studying behind the scenes, what you know. We want you to bring that forth. And if you get back to the other stuff, great. If not, it's okay too. We get to choose what we bring forward as we train our replacements. And we want to bring the best of the best. Of course, in the description of this, I said, if you're a parent, just by the nature of you being a parent and being with little kids from the time that they're birthed, or if you adopt children, you're training your replacements. So how are you setting up your world? People want and need to know about that. Best practices in being a parent. We So many people are like totally at a loss. I would be. I don't have children. I have to think about what I'm giving to the world besides offspring. Um, yeah, let me talk a little bit. I'm going to bring this back to the body work. I think about actually a window between the age of 15 and 25 of what was happening in my household and what I would want to give that 15-year-old that 25-year-old. The 25-year-old had lost her mom 2 years before, and she was grappling with grief and she was trying to figure out how to navigate the working world and bring her gifts to the world. That was me. And there's so much I want to say to her. So as I'm developing my own wisdom gathering, I'm gathering my own wisdom, right? And you get to become a part of this story as I'm developing it, but I get to become part of your story as you're developing it. And we're going to bring our friends into this process too because we're more in contact with people that already know us and love us. And we've may have lost connection with over time. So if you have children, part of this wisdom gathering is to share with them what you know. So if I would have had a kid at the same time my mom had me, this child would be, oh my God, how old? 20 something, about the time that I became a body worker. But they would have grown up in a household where I was giving them massage all the time. That would be just a part of our world. So my kids would be entering into the world with this knowledge that's unique and connected to other people in the body and not afraid of the body and respectful of the body and understanding how vulnerable it is to allow yourself to be touched by another person. And what a gift that is to share ourselves that way, to receive body work, to let someone touch us. It's a gift. All of that I would have imbued into my children totally organically, completely naturally, just because it was part of our day to day life and what I was learning about the world. So, this is what I want for you. I want you, if you have children, to be thinking of, whatever age they are, what are you giving them? The good, the bad, the ugly, the brilliant, the beautiful, all of it. You're giving them all of it just by the way that you're living your life. And if you find that you have some things that you want to change about your life, the fact that you give them, the fact that you share with them and show them your process of healing yourself is probably more valuable than just about anything because you're showing, not telling. Kids pick up on how we live our life, how we treat other people. Now, if you are if you're in the workplace and you have a specific job and you believe in the work that your business is doing, no matter what role you're in, whether you're the boss and the leader, or if you're a worker and an implementer of ideas and you do it really well, let's just terrible scenario, you kicked the bucket in 6 months and you didn't even know what have you developed so that others in your organization have all the valuable information that you carry within you. If your boss hasn't asked you to do this, but you care about the business and moving it forward because the work that it's doing in the world is so valuable. So valuable that they got you to come work for them and spend your time with them. This information is a great gift to give yourself because it honors who you are and what you know. And you get to set other people up to be successful. And if you decide you don't want to do this job anymore, you've already been doing all the work to set them up and you can give you a 2 weeks notice and be done with it and be like, here's the handbook on my job. And I've set you up for success. And you get to walk away feeling really good about it. So that is why it's so important to always be thinking about and actualizing this too, how you are always training your replacement in your actions, your words, your deeds, all of it. So this is part of why we ask these types of questions in our wisdom gathering quest. All right, I'll share more information soon. Talk to you then.